Hey guys, it's Kim Constable. This week I wanted to share with you a really effective glute and quad building exercise because many women just do not know how to target their glutes, and the glutes are one of the muscles in the body that we just don't work enough. But losing weight is never going to give you really lovely, full, rounded, perky glutes. It's just going to shred away the fat from around your ass and make it look really flat. And I used to have a really flat bum before I started weight training, but once I started really concentrating on building my glutes and working them at least twice a week in the gym, my whole shape changed, my whole physique changed, and everybody always comments now on what a beautiful, rounded, curvaceous, feminine physique that I have. So this exercise or this workout that I have for you today is really, really effective, and it really doesn't take that long. So just work to your maximum ability. Work up your weights on the sets and give it your best shot. And then at the end of this video, I also have included some posing practice because I have my competition in 7 weeks. It's my bikini competition, and I have been practicing my posing every single day. So I'm posting just like little snippets of my posing practice, and I'm definitely getting better. I'm getting more polished, and so I hope you enjoy that as well. And if you enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment below. And if you would like to follow my journey on Instagram, my Instagram name is Kim Constable Fit. So I hope to see you over there as well. Enjoy! So we're going to start with some leg extensions just to warm up the quads. And the reason why I like to start with leg extensions are because they're a very effective exercise for just targeting the quads and getting the blood flowing around the lower limbs. And I like to get myself in nice and tight with this machine, and also just to make sure that the pad is sitting just above the joint where my foot meets my ankle, and just below the shin bone. You don't want to have it too far up the shin bone. You want to have it so that you can still grip it with the tops of the feet. And you want to warm up in this machine. Now I would do about 5 sets here, and I would start off at a weight of about 30 kilograms and then work my way up quite hefty to maybe double or triple that. So I would probably be lifting about 80 kilograms to 100 at my heaviest set, but maybe only doing 4 or 5 reps. So you really want to tire out the quads with some leg extensions to begin. And then this is one of my favorite all-time booty busting exercises. Your glutes will be so sore the next day after doing this exercise. So I call this Smith glute kickbacks. I don't know if that is or lunges actually. Lunges or kickbacks. I don't know if that's the actual name for them, but I learned this off a personal trainer that I was working with in Australia whenever we were there for Christmas. And basically what you want to do is get a high step or a bench, and you want to put it underneath the Smith machine and quite far forward. And then you want to step up on it, and you want to take the bar on the back, not on your neck. You want it to be on your traps, so on your shoulder blades, and you'll be squeezing the shoulders together so the bar rests just on your traps. And then as you can see, you're going to lift one knee up quite high, and then you're going to lunge right back with that leg, but do not set it on the ground. You're trying to extend the leg out behind you, and where you're really going to feel this is in the standing leg. So it's a standing leg. You'll be like, oh, this is really easy whenever you go back, and then you'll go to push up and you'll be like, holy crap, my glute. So this is a really good glute and quad exercise. You want to make sure that you keep your back and your back straight and your tummy tight the whole way through this exercise, and keep squeezing your shoulder blades together on the back to keep the chest high. And whenever you get to about the 10th to 12th repetition of these, let me tell you, your glute and your quad on the standing leg is really going to be feeling it. But make sure you keep your tummy tight and your pelvic floor pulled up the whole way through, because you do not want this to go into your lower back. You're extending back and then you're driving up through the standing leg so that you can really push up and feel it in the glute. And then this is another favorite exercise of mine. I actually learned this from my trainer, Curtis. It's called, well, I call them Curtsy Squats, alternating Curtsy Squats. So it's really like you're doing a curtsy. And what you want to do is get the high step and put it lengthways in the middle of the Smith machine. And again, just balance the bar on your traps, not on your neck. And then you're going to lift your standing leg up, and then you're going to cross it over the other side, put it on the floor, and do a curtsy. Now, the best way to do this exercise is to make sure that the standing leg is quite far forward. So you don't want to have it back too far. You want to have it forward so that the knee does not come too far over the toe whenever you are bending down. You can actually do this on a bench as well if you want to go deeper. Curtis normally does them on a bench. I like to do them sometimes on a step, but really make sure that you're getting plenty of depth whenever you do them, and you will really feel it in your quad and really feel it in your glute. So then after that, I love just working on one machine if I can, because it means you're not moving around the gym too much. We're gonna do some sumo squats. Now, sometimes I pulse these and sometimes I do full reps. So I would go, I'll say up and down for 3 reps, and then I would pulse for 5, and then I would go up and down for 3 and then pulse for 5, just to really keep the pressure on the leg and just to really keep the blood flowing, like time under tension into the muscle. So you wanna wiggle your feet so they are like super wide apart. They are much, much wider than your regular squat. So just think of like a sumo wrestler and how they would get ready to wrestle. Toes turned slightly out, and then you're going to sit back as if you're in a chair, as if you're going to sit in a chair, and then I want you to push through the glutes and stand up. Now the key to any squat, a sumo squat, a regular squat, a goblet squat, any squat whatsoever, is to really feel it in the glutes on the way down and the glutes on the way up. So as you lower here, you want to be pushing out through the glutes, but keep your mind very solidly connected to your glutes, and then squeeze the glutes and push them back up. If you recruit the glutes at the bottom, so whenever you go down here, if you squeeze them and power up through the glutes, you are going to work that booty like you have never worked it before. For most people here, they try and use their quads for, this is just a different angle, so they try and use the quads here to push up in the squat, push up from the squat, but then what happens is they start clenching their lower back and tucking their tailbone under. It's a common mistake, and it's one that I used to make as well, because I just didn't know how to turn on my glutes. I used to think that squats were all about your quads, but actually they're not. Squats are about your glutes, so you sit right back, squeeze the glutes, and then power them up. So this is me doing my T-walk in my posing, and I've included 2 different practices here just so you can see the difference. But the T-walk is where you walk into the side of the stage, and then you hit your front pose, and then you walk up to the middle, and then you go side to side and then back to the middle. And this is how the judges really get to see your physique. And I'm definitely getting more comfortable with my posing. At the start, I really did find it like very difficult. And I was holding the poses like so strong, and I was like, struggling through them, and I was getting cramp in my Achilles and the back of my legs, because you have to really sit back in that standing leg. And it actually is very sore on your Achilles, especially if you're not used to wearing high heels, which I totally am not now. Like whenever I was younger, I used to wear high heels all the time, but now I just really do not ever wear them. And so I just have to get used to them again and stretch the ligaments in my feet. So as you can see, I'm just adding in some like delicate arm movements, and I've actually now added, this was about a week ago, and I've been posing a little more, and I've added in a little more of a saucy walk, really extending through the leg, and I've added in a few more arm movements. And definitely things are becoming much more fluid and much more showman-like, I suppose. So this is one of my favorite front poses. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week.